Hey y'all, this is Bretta at the Babe Cave. Love my sign. Gotta promote it. So I'm going to be working on some alcohol ink testers, and yes, I'm recording my intro at the end. That's okay. And just kind of testing out some methods and just giving you guys an overall tutorial on how I get it done, and hopefully maybe help some of you guys out that are having problems in the long run. Sorry, my puppy came up to say hello. So just please stick around. If you have questions, let me know. If you have suggestions, I would love to hear from you, because yeah, I'm still new to the alcohol ink world, and I am trying my best to figure these suckers out. So I got my first little bit of Yupo paper today, and I am hoping like crazy that I can figure this stuff out and I didn't just waste money, but that's okay. Also, I'm gonna test out a couple different things: blow dryer, heat gun, straw. Straw seems to be my favorite so far. I think it's just because I'm used to using a straw with paint pouring. Also going to be trying out a watercolor pen using alcohol ink, or not alcohol ink, but just 91% rubbing alcohol. I have my mister. I have this to add, and then I have a bunch of different alcohol inks, both Ranger and Pinata. I have the Pinata Pearls, or Pearl, but then I also have the Ranger, that lid is loose, that was close. I have the Ranger Pearls, and I also have some of the Ranger Alloys, as well as, let's see, the mixatives. All right, so just figuring out what works, what doesn't, and kind of talking through my process. Watch, don't watch. I would love to hear feedback. And I also have my own little homemade alcohol inks that I have been using for the last year before I finally bought the real thing, because I really wasn't sure how much I wanted to invest in alcohol inks until I started getting into doing my cups. And when I started doing my coffee cups, I fell in love with how the alcohol inks come together. So please just feel free to like, comment, click subscribe. I would love to hear any and all comments, good or bad. Can't grow if I don't find out what you guys think. And I'm super excited about these, but I went and I found some of the alloys. Yay! I found Mind, Statue, Gilded, and Foundry. And then in addition to that, I also have brass in the Pinata and copper. And then I also found the mixatives, which I'm gonna test out how these go. Gunmetal and rose gold, which I love rose gold, so I can't wait to see what this does. I also had a terrible mishap with my alcohol ink cup that I made. It was my first one, and I went to seal it and was unaware that you needed to seal it with something before you did the Mod Podge dishwasher safe. So I ended up having to strip it, and there's little bits, you know, here and there left. But I'm going to do a new cup today, and hopefully now that I have this, the Krylon Kamar varnish, I will be able to seal this properly without any muddying of my inks. So I'm pretty excited about that. I also have another really, really fat cup that I'm excited to do, but that'll come later. I've got my little dropper, I got my big dropper, I got my spray. So I am all about having some fun, and I have a watercolor pen filled with alcohol ink. So that should be interesting. So I'm just gonna have some fun today, and you know, maybe we'll all learn a little something new. So I'm gonna do my first one. I'm gonna try the mixative with the rose gold. Sorry, I'm a little excited if you can't tell. And I think I'm gonna do the teal and the rose gold along with, I think I wanna try my green. So, and this is my green, not the other green. Not something from Ranger or Pinata. This is just something that I made here at home. And I'm going to dilute it because they are extremely strong colors. And I don't want them to overpower the other inks. So, let's see here. Try and avoid any kind of spill. So, when I do this, I like to add just a little bit. Keeps it from, like I said, keeps it from overpowering it. So there's that green. I guess I should put my gloves on before I end up turning my fingers all kinds of colors. We're supposed to have company tonight, so. And we're making food. So I should probably avoid having multicolored fingers while I am making food. All right. So, and I think I'm gonna water down my teal a little bit too. Just because I want them to spread. And I've been watching a ton of tutorial videos, and you know, kind of a less is more thing with all of these, and very, very curious. There it goes. I was gonna say, I thought there was a mixing ball. So, got my little squeegees, my little droppers. I'm excited about this Yupo paper because the Yupo paper I can use both sides. So once I'm done with one side, I can go to the other, which is super exciting. And I don't know, I'm really excited to do some of these things. All right, so one thing I've noticed is I like to kind of make sure that I re-stir my alcohol inks when I'm working, because they tend to settle if you add more alcohol to them. So that dries really fast with this. Like I said, this is for gilding. So like if you're trying to create an emboss effect, these are what these are used for. And I'm not a fan of how hot they get. It's great for gilding and for getting that effect. But for using alcohol inks, if you want a lot of flow, I've found that I'm not as big of a fan. So let's see the difference just between the heat gun and, whoa. Sorry about that. was my phone. Forgot to mute it. So let's see the difference here. And Alright, so I definitely got a bit more movement there. So this is with the blow dryer, that's with the heat gun. The blow dryer I kept on my cool setting on low, and I got a lot more movement on that one. So sorry about that. That is my other job. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything major that I needed to get in touch with them about. So here's that green, and it's very light. I just love it though. It's such a lime, such a cool lime color. So, and this is without adding any extra mixatives or anything. So I'm gonna try the mixative with the green, and let's see how this goes. So this is very different than the inks from what I've heard. Kind of feel like that mixative really a lot in there. So I'm going to just kind of want to dilute that a little. And the nice thing about this Yupo, if I don't like the result, I can always wipe it right off. Alright, So, got kind of muddy, and definitely that mixative ended up, I don't know if you can tell there, really getting buried underneath there. So, not a huge fan of how that came out. So I am going to just kind of show you what I mean. So I am finding that the Yupo paper, for the most part, comes clean. Not 100% clean, but I could still do something with that. You know, just kind of, it's already kind of tinted a little bit. I could come back through and kind of have some fun with it. Maybe throw down some tint there, since I've already got it on my paper towel. You know, I don't know if that's because I had the mixative in it or what, but it sure looks like that blue really stuck. So, and the blue is the pinata, while the green is mine, and it looks like the green, if I was working at it, it would probably come off a little bit more. So just so you know, this is the other side of the Yupo paper. The green came off no problem where it bled over, and then this is the side that I was initially working on. So we're gonna just real quick finish this one. My poor puppy doggy, he is sitting at my door, whining to come in. No, you can't come up. I'm busy. So I'm just gonna put some at the edge this time, and then I am going to add some alcohol ink. Again, as you can see, the Yupo paper wants to move, so that's mixative. So I am going to move on from the mixative, and I'm going to use the alloy really quick. So I'm going to use mine since it seems to be similar in tone. All right, and then I'm probably going to make this part of a initial series, because with everything going on, I don't want to take up too much time for everyone, and I also want to be able to allow everybody to kind of take it in small bits. So here is Mind. All right, and I'm going to add just same thing. I'm going to add some. So this is the ink, not the mixative. is a considerable difference. If you look here, this is the ink, and down here, this is the mixative. You get a lot more of the, there you go, a lot more of the shimmer I found right here along the edges and up in here. Even where it's kind of blending, you still have a lot more shimmer than you do than down here with the mixatives. I got a little bit of that shimmer down there left, but it just seems like the mixative is a little less resistant to blending into the overall ink. So, and I'm not sure, that might be just the way I'm handling it. I mean, it could be a number of things. But it definitely seems to not get as muddy. Yeah, so even just going back in and adding, you can see some more of the rose gold showing up down here. Like it kind of almost came to the top some, but the green up here is staying more vivid and bright versus down here it's getting a bit more muddy. So it's a win and a lose, I think. Very pretty, but still just kind of, it definitely leaves some things that you've got to consider. So very pretty either way, just different approach. So I will be checking back in a day or two to do another method with you guys. I think we're gonna do some fun with stencils, I think, next time. So just please hit, excuse me, my puppy doggy is bumping my camera. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and I hope to be able to show you guys more techniques soon. All right, thanks, bye.